tell this man to impart some of that love, knowledge, and wisdom through the phone to all across the world. So, Mr. Richardson, have you joined the line?
I'm here, son. Can you hear me? All right. Well, thank you very much, son, and I'm so proud of you, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine how you either feel about your children or will feel when they join you in this business, arm in arm, where you can travel with them, not only around your local area, but all over the world, and just see them develop right before your very eyes. We talk about organo gold bringing the treasure there to the people of the world, but I truly believe that organo gold is bringing families closer together. Bringing families close together. I asked my son not only to host this call, but I asked him to do it in a different tone today. And I said, don't go over the top. I want you to do it in a conversational mode. And I definitely, when you introduce me, I want you to do it more in a conversational mode, because this is a pivotal moment in your organo gold business, and I believe because of what this vehicle could be for your family, a pivotal point in your life. And I want to talk with you this morning. This is going to be a heart to heart conversation. I believe that my tears are past. And anytime I've cried in front of a room, or anytime I've cried in a group, or anytime I've cried on one of these calls, it's been not tears of sadness. It's been tears of happiness, and it's been tears of desire, not only for myself, but for every single person on this fall call, and every single one of your families, because this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, in my humble information knowledge, of anything bigger in this world that could help you and your families go exactly where you want to go in the shortest amount of time. This is it. And I search for the words sometimes. I'm searching in all different places for the words to touch people, whether they're in this business or not, to help them see what is right there in front of them, and help them realize that this is it, and that there's a window that is rapidly closing. You'll be able to take advantage of and benefit from what's going on in Organic Gold for a very long time. It's estimated probably 10, 15 years. You'll still be able to benefit greatly from what's going on in Organo Gold before we go into what's a truly a stability stage. But what's happening right now, what's getting ready to happen in New Orleans, what's going to happen over the next several months, this is a window of opportunity that comes rarely in your lifetime, to actually be at the very beginning of something. I checked how many people are on this call. I won't say it out there, but we should have well over 1,000 people on this call every Wednesday morning. And I know it's in the middle of some people's work day, but there should be well over 1,000 people on this call, because of the size of this organization that Mr. and Mrs. Silas and Sherilyn King have created. Just thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people have been touched and are part of this organization. And when we have a team call, you would think and you would hope that there are thousands of people on this call. I truly believe that everyone who's supposed to be on this call is on this call. But I need you to feel me this morning. Don't just hear the words. I need you to feel my melody on what I want to share with you, because this is a pivotal moment in your life. What's happening between now and the 30th and 31st of the convention kickoff, and what happens over the next 6, 7 weeks. I need you to hear me. So I'm going to read two things to you very briefly. Both of these you've heard. Some of you have heard before. Some of you are hearing for the very first time. The first thing I'm going to read is where I was, and the second thing I'm going to read is where I'm going. Now, I joined Organo Gold on November 15, 2009, being privileged, being blessed to be the second person that Mr. and Mrs. Silas and Sherilyn King, placed me in this organization. And my life has never been the same. And for generations, they will know the name of Silas and Sherilyn King. And they definitely will know the name of Organo Gold. And my grandchildren's grandchildren's grandchildren will know the name Stephen and Norco and Anthony and Jennifer Richardson. But it was not an easy journey. I had achieved many things in my personal and professional life, but achieving the level of Sapphire was the most difficult thing that I had accomplished in my entire life. They don't call it the believer's pen for nothing. It goes to your core on who you are and how you think and what you truly believe and what you truly desire. And even though it's the simplest thing to do, it was the hardest thing to do, and it took me, I think, 10 months to get it knocked out. Doesn't matter why, we all have reasons and they're all valid. But in September of 2010, September 25th to be exact, there was a moment where I had an epiphany. It was early in the morning. I think it was a Sunday if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember. It was early in the morning. I woke up before the sun came up, and there was just thoughts and feelings on my mind and in my heart. And for whatever reason, I was inspired to write them down. So most of you know where I am right now, achieving great levels of success in this organization. Just went up to Vancouver this past weekend and helped another young lady go Sapphire, if I'm not mistaken, 12, 13 levels deep, to identify somebody who was willing to humble themselves to a system and take massive action and just get this thing done. And she did it 20 days into a month. You know where I am, but many of you either don't remember or don't know where I was, and I need you to understand that because I went through the process. I put in the time. I did the reps. And not only that, this is where I was on September 25th, 2010. This is where my mind was. I made a declaration to the world. I made a declaration to myself that this was going to change. So on September 25th, out of nowhere, I wrote something called Redemption Day. So I'm going to read it to you right now. Redemption Day, Stephen-V-Richardson, September 25th, 2010. To whom it may concern, I don't even know your name, even though you have been with me my entire life. For now I will call you fear. I will call you uncertainty and doubt. I will call you procrastination, distraction, low expectations, worry, impossibility, failure, darkness, negativity, the boogeyman. Whatever, whoever, whyever you are, I call you out into the light. Because yesterday was the last day that you will ever have control over my life. Yesterday was the last day that I will allow you to stand in my way, slow me down, hold me back from the greatness that I was born to achieve. I know that you will try to stay in my life because you believe that I am weak. You will come at me at different forms: short-term financial hardship, negativity from all directions, health issues for me and those whom I love. However, you will never again affect the way that I think, behave, or feel. Success, wealth, and happiness for me and those I touch are done. I declare today, September 25th, 2010, my redemption day. Stephen-V-Richardson. I wrote that on September 25th, 2010, and the next month I got Sapphire done. And it wasn't easy. Won't drag you through the entire story, but it took me up until the very last minutes of the very last day, at noontime on the 31st of October, still sitting at $8,211, never having done more than $9,200 in an entire month. But because I trusted my friend, my mentor, my sponsor, Mr. Silas King, I got this thing done. So that's where I was. Okay? Yes, me, the confident, yes, good-looking, articulate, successful person. That's where I was a very short time ago. But I had to work through some stuff. I had to put in my reps. I had to trust my mentor. I had to follow a system. I had to go to meetings and go to events by myself. I had to look at my back office every day, painfully in the beginning, seeing zero after zero after zero after zero, and still investing in coffee, still investing in my dreams, still making sacrifices. That's where I was. I'm not going to tell you where I am now. I'm going to tell you where I'm going. And because my sponsor, my mentor, my brother, somebody who has nothing but love and expectation and happiness for me, told me, Stephen, write out your life. He said, write it out exactly as you want it to be. so that you can feel it, you can see it, and so that it can happen in your life just like it's happening in my life and my family. So on July 18th, I finally listened to my coach. I was not completely teachable and coachable, and I'm still working through some stuff to this very day. But on July 18th, 2012, I wrote the following words, writing out a piece of my life. And here it goes. My Life by Stephen-V-Richardson, July 18th, 2012. I am so happy and thankful that, and just for the record, I call my wife Ka-chan. It's something in Japanese, means the mother of my children. So if I say Ka-chan, that means my wife, my lovely wife of 27 years, sitting next to me right now with a smile on her face because she's so happy and thankful of what we've been able to achieve as a result of being humble to the system and following what's going on in Organo Gold. So I'll go back to the beginning. My Life by Stephen-V-Richardson, July 18th, 2012. I am so happy and thankful that Ka-chan and I are Organic Gold Diamonds, helping 10 families earn $10,000 per month residually and living the #1 lifestyle in the world. I wake up, as I always do, fully rested, not to the sound of an alarm clock, something that I have not used for years, but to the smell of a gourmet breakfast being prepared for me downstairs. Waffles, sausages, hash browns, freshly squeezed orange juice, fresh kiwi, melons, lemons, bananas, king of latte with Irish cream, and a complete separate made-to-order breakfast for Ka-chan. I am still in bed and I have no idea what time it is because of the lack of clocks and the fact that my master bedroom has been custom built to shut out all outside light during sleep hours. I use my master remote control to allow some light into my luxurious master bedroom. I look at my right and I see the love of my life, the most beautiful woman in the world, still sleeping soundly but with a slight smile. She's smiling because she only has sweet dreams, positive thoughts, and #1 lifestyle experiences. I wake up Ka-chan with a few gentle kisses on her forehead so that we can have breakfast together like we do every day, no matter where in the world we happen to be. I put my feet down on my carpet and smile because even after years of having it, I still love the feeling of having bedroom carpet so thick that it feels like I'm getting a foot massage when I walk. I sit back into bed and I turn on my state-of-the-art 105-inch monitor, not to watch television or the news, something that I have not done for in a long time, but to check my world-class back office to see how many tens of thousands of dollars I earned while I slept. I pull up some of my favorite reports: the new Diamond Report, the new Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, OG Benz Club member, and new Comma Check Club reports. I literally yell out loud, something that has startled Ka-chan because she has fallen back to sleep. I got excited because I recognized several familiar new names on the reports of people who I care for dearly. People who either initially said no to my offer of help or who simply did not believe they could be successful in Organo Gold. I am so happy and thankful that I have a brand new group of husbands and fathers and wives and single moms and retirees who now have turned the corner and will someday soon experience the #1 lifestyle in the world. I push a button on my master remote control, sending a message to my personal chef, letting him know that Ka-chan and I will be down for a breakfast in a few minutes. I walk into my dream shower, made of gold and silver granite, with multiple oversized shower heads, including my favorite, which is a waterfall shower head positioned directly above. After my shower, I step into my custom-made Dyson body blower, something that dries my entire body in seconds with perfectly tempered jets of air. I put on my Ritz-Carlton robe, something that I received as a present from Mr. Holton Buggs, just as Ka-chan does the same, joining me from her custom-made shower on the opposite side of the bedroom. As Ka-chan and I walk down the stairs toward the main kitchen, one of two in the main house, we hear the sound of our grandchildren playing together as they get ready for their daily exercise class that is held in the kids' gymnasium. Today is their favorite rotating class, martial arts. Their current schedule is martial arts on Mondays, swimming on Tuesdays, gymnastics on Wednesdays, Tai Chi on Thursdays, golf or tennis on Fridays, soccer or basketball on Saturdays, and I choose on Sundays. Mom and Mrs. Watanabe are slowly walking hand in hand to the salon where they will get their hair done and pedicures today. Mom still cannot speak Japanese, and Mrs. Watanabe still cannot speak English, but they communicate perfectly with love and mutual appreciation for what each have experienced during their amazing lives. Dad and Mr. Watanabe have already left the house to go on their daily walk together around the lake. Rumor has it they might sneak in some fishing before they make it back home, where Dad will go straight to his computer room and Gigi will go to the movie theater where they will both happily spend the rest of the day. Something catches my eye on the OG University events and news ticker I have on one of my monitors. I see that our organization's 100th diamond will be the featured presenter at a small business briefing, 1,000 people, in Cabo San Lucas. Kachan and I quickly decide to surprise our new diamond with our support by attending. It's less than 2 hours away by plane, so I tell my executive assistant to prepare the G5 and to give our Cabo staff a heads up that we'll be staying at the beach house for a few days. I review some notes in preparation for a launch call that I'm scheduled to do in a few minutes. I still love executing the art of the launch, as I learned from Mr. Bugs back in the day before OrganoGold became a multi-billion-dollar business and the #1 most admired company in the world. The launch will be for someone who should be our second 7-day diamond this month. After the launch call, I have time to get a 30-minute massage before I get together with my elite diamonds for 9 holes of golf. Today is my favorite round of golf of the year because this is when I invite the top 5 servant leaders, regardless of their pin level and their spouses, to have a vivid experience by joining us. I finish the launch call and I go into my dream closet. This is where I will say my affirmations for 10 minutes and select my clothes for the day. I'm reminded of a significant day in my life, July 13, 2012, the day that Kachan and I were in Houston, Texas, for a Super Saturday event and to attend Mr. Eminetier's first annual birthday bash. I smile as I remember that vivid experience of walking through what it was at the time Mr. Eminetier's first and only house. It was a day that changed my life forever because I saw not only what was possible, I believed what was possible for me, my family, and all those who trusted me to guide them. Noriko and I were only 2 weeks from hitting emerald and 6 weeks away from becoming OrganoGold diamonds. I remember walking into Mr. Eminetier's closet and telling myself that I would have a closet like that one day. I laugh out loud as I look at my dozens of custom suits, colorized like my mentors. I find it funny to remember how good I felt when I bought my first custom suits in 2012 and how much I loved to wear them everywhere I went. But now how rarely I wear them because I no longer feel the need to impress or necessarily attract anyone anymore. I realize that I need to go into my garage because I left my favorite Oakley sunglasses in the McLaren. Or was it the Ferrari? As I enter my garage, I see some of my California car collection. A McLaren, Ferrari, Benz SL550, Range Rover, and Limousine. All black and paid for in full by OrganoGold. I quickly find my sunglasses and return to the main house. Every day that Kachan and I spend happily together is similar to this. A life of love, a life of happiness, a life of choice, a life of abundance, a life that came from being humble, submissive to the right people in the right system, and from making the necessary sacrifices to take massive action before and during the momentum phase of our business. I am so happy and thankful that Kachan and I are OrganoGold diamonds, earning over $100,000 per month residually and living the #1 lifestyle in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it over and over and over and over again. You've heard it from me. You've heard it from your sponsor. You've heard it from Mr. King. You've heard it from Mr. Metier. You've heard it from Holton Bucks himself. Write out your life. You don't get what you want. You get what you picture. And we have an opportunity. We have a vehicle to take you exactly where you want to go in the shortest amount of time. And some of you, if you continue at current course and speed, some people, let's just exclude the people on this phone, some people who are already in OrganoGold, and most people out there in this world are going to miss it. Don't miss it. join us. Let's start out by just being happier. Let's start out by being happy and thankful every single day. Let's start out by speaking what you want as if it's happened, seeing pictures, words, images, emotions. Let's be happy every single day. Let's start out with that. Let's follow this system. Let's get this thing done. Get out of your present, get out of your past, and join us in the future. It's so much better. This is happening right now, and all we're doing is looking for people who want to join us. Mr. King is on some part of the world, on the East Coast, making his way back home, and I'm sure he'll be back on the road again before he makes that trip to New Orleans, because he's searching high and low, near and far, coast to coast, just searching for another 12 to 16 people to get diamond done all over again. So not only he can get blue diamond done this month, which is signed, sealed, and delivered, but also go black and crown ambassador. Do you realize it only takes 12 to 16 people? 12 to 16 people out of the 340 million people in the North America and all the millions and billions of people in the world. It only takes 12 to 16 people to see this for what it is, to show this plan consistently to at least 5 people 4 times a week to get diamond done. Do you realize how few people it takes? Get this thing done, not now, but right now. Your family needs it. What alternative do you have other than to continue down your current path, or find another job, or start another business? This is it. Let's get this thing done, because we're going to get it done. I love you. I want you to be a part of this, but I have to get this done for my family, with or without you, and I would so much prefer to have it be with you. Because when I'm traveling to places like Vancouver and to Tokyo, Japan, and to wherever I'm going to be traveling all over the world, Rome, Italy, and Australia, and Nigeria, and Kenya, and all the other countries that we're going to be open in, I want you to be there with us, with your family. Every single day I'm happy and thankful. Every single day I spend all of my time with the people I love the most. And I want you to experience what I'm experiencing, and this is only the beginning. So with that, I'm going to see if my mentor, my sponsor, my spiritual leader, my brother from another mother, somebody who stepped into my life, who saved me from a path of misery and has enabled me to retire, enabled my wife to retire, enable my 21-year-old son to just transform before my very eyes and to become a leader of millions. This man is offering his rare, valuable time to share and lead you if you are humble, if you plug in, and if you follow a very simple system. So I'm going to see if Mr. Silas Blue Diamond King is on the phone to close out this call. Mr. King, have you joined us, sir?
I'm absolutely here, man, and I got to tell you, I am bubbling over with joy. I am bubbling over with excitement because you follow instructions. And I know you said you were going to tell us where you were. I know you said you're going to tell us where you're going. But, Stephen, I believe you're already there. I believe what you just spoke, what you just read, is where you are right now, because you're going to live there. And before you know it, the universe is going to catch up with exactly what you wrote. And while you were talking, that training, that vision training, that is a training that is a combination that I took from three different people, and put that together. The three different people is John Sartoris, Mr. David E. Monique, and Mr. Holton Buggs. Those are three different people that had said those different things I put in that vision training, and I just put it together. And I gave it out. I didn't tell anybody in the beginning where it came from to see how many people would do it, would follow the instructions. And I'm so happy and grateful you were one that followed the instructions. That is no coincidence why your team is exploding more than any team that is a part of Team Faith Walk. But as of this moment, I am speaking into existence that everybody that can hear the sound of my voice, You will do that vision training. You will write out what your life looks like a day as a multimillionaire. Of course, you can't write out your whole life as a multimillionaire because you'll be writing forever, right? But you can write out what a day looks like. And you've got to be as clear and specific as possible. And I'm getting ready to add one other thing. As you were talking, Stephen, Holy Spirit spoke this to me. Also, I want you to go find pictures of what you write out. So Stephen talked about the McLaren. He talked about the body dryer. Find pictures of exactly what you wrote out and put those pictures up all around you. So now you wrote the vision, you made it plain, you spoke the vision, but now you got pictures everywhere of the vision. So you see it, you speak it, you believe in it, and you have it. You have it. Folks, I want to say this, and then I'm going to close this call out. This Millionaire Morning Call, I said was only going to be done by diamonds, and the only people who are going to speak. Actually, I said it would be done by emeralds and above, and the only people that will speak would be rubies on the back end. Well, I believe Mr. Richardson and Nordico are emeralds in this company. I see it. It's lined up. The words, the pictures, but more important, things are happening. So today I'm speaking for everybody on this phone. A big explosion is happening right now in your business. You got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to have the emotions. You got to believe it. You got to speak it. Something big is happening right now in your business. Somebody big is coming in, whether you know them, whether you see them or not. Because I spoke it. Because I said it. Now you got to learn to speak it. Folks, at the convention, we will have over 700 people at convention. I've been speaking out for 90 days. I'm still speaking. 700 people at convention. Some of you on this phone right now still believe you're not going to be there. But I'm telling you, you're there right now. 700 people. Miss King, you don't understand. I don't have a ticket. That's why you got to be there. Miss King, I don't have a hotel room. You really got to be there. Miss King, I don't have a flight. I don't have the money. Be there. You got to be there. The national convention is going to change the face of Organic Gold. People are going to fall in love with our company. I'm talking about people who are not even in our company are going to fall in love with our company after this national convention. What's getting ready to take place? And folks, the more people you have there on that last day, something magical is going to happen. Mr. Buzz is going to have something magical happen. And you've got to have more people there for it to be magical in your business and in your life. The people who have the most people there on that last day, when Mr. Buzz does this SS, something magical is going to happen and explode in your business. Without a shadow of a doubt. Let's get there. Let's get our qualifications done today, and let's treat this week as the last week in the month. The last week of the month. Sunday is the last week. Let's get some goals done. And by the way, Stephen, congratulations on having Canada produce another sapphire, their third sapphire. Got a ruby about to explode. Congratulations on the development of just creating new stories every single month. And it's based on the example they see between you and Nordico. Folks, listen, everybody on this phone who can hear the sound of my voice, get the convention, get your qualifications done and out the way today, get your coffee bar, because if you don't get your coffee bar this month, if you don't get your qualifications this month, you're going to lose volume. So you don't want to do that. All right? I can tell you some stories of some people on this phone, but I won't do it, who lost money because they didn't buy product. I can tell you some stories of some people on this phone who lost major money because they didn't get their qualifications. Don't you be one of those stories. Folks, listen. Mr. Richardson just poured his heart out and explained to you how you can get from where you were to where you want to be. Now it's up to you to write the vision and make it plain. Find pictures of that vision, put them up with you in them, record yourself saying, speaking, what your life looks like as a multi-millionaire. Speak it every day. Speak it every day. Speak it every day. Speak it every day. When doubt pours in, speak it. When fear pours in, speak it every day. Mr. Richardson, I'm going to turn this call back over to you. I'm so happy and grateful that you and Nordico came into our lives. I'm so happy and grateful your son Anthony is a diamond in Orlando Gold. I'm so happy and grateful that you're producing over 100 diamonds in Orlando Gold. I'm so happy and grateful you're earning over $100,000 a month in residual. Because listen, when you speak your goal and you get other people to buy into it, God says, where two or more touch and agree, there he shall be in the midst. So, Mr. Richardson, I'm going to turn this call back over to you, and thank you so much for being the champion, the winner that you are. And congratulations right now on being an elite diamond in Orlando Gold.
Thank you very much, sir. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We love you. We invite you to join us. Let's go out there and get this thing done. Not now, but right now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, always remember, it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. We love you. Let's go out there and get this thing done. Exposure's everything. The fortune's in the follow-up. We work with the willing. The average person takes 4 to 7 exposures, possibly up to 9 to 12, depending on their mindset, to make a decision. You must be using your BAMFAM tracking form to track your activity. You must be exposing every single person a minimum of 4 to 7 times, and during that series of exposures, you must include at least one three-way call. PS3, pique their interest, show the plan, three-way call, three-way call, three-way call, three-way call. I know that today more three-way calls will happen across this organization than we've ever had, because today is the last day of the month. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. Let's go out there and get this thing done. I will see each and every one of you and your entire organizations in New Orleans at the end of this month. Take care. Take charge. Get this thing done. That's it.